Hey guys, in this little video I want to teach you one of the most popular John Mayer intros of all time. I think it's a really great intro and shows a lot of mannerisms John Mayer uses all the time. So yeah, I hope you enjoy and see ya. Bye.
Nice.
Alright, now the first section sounds like this. Now it starts out here at the 9th fret on the A string. You slide with your ring finger from the 9th to 11th fret. And you let all the notes ring, that's very important. And you try, John gives the notes a slight vibrato. He doesn't play it like this. You can really see his fingers shaking. It's followed by the 9th fret here on the G string. And then the 9th fret on the E string, the root note. He plays this with his thumb. And then with his nails on the right hand he hits the strings, but he doesn't mute the strings. It's like a slap but mixed in with the notes of the actual chord you're holding down. You hear that? You hear the actual notes. It's not just dead string noise. Like that. Then the next thing he does is the sliding harmonics. Here the 9th fret and 8th fret. I think he does this with his index finger and his middle finger. But you can have to find out for yourself what finger combination you like best. He slides this from the 8th to the 9th fret and to the 9th to the 11th fret. And back. And when he goes back he also gives the notes a slight vibrato. Then he plays the 11th fret on the A and the D string, followed by the 9th fret on the A and the D string. Then John plays a version of an A chord here at the 5th fret on the E string, the 5th fret on the B string with his middle finger. Then he plays the 4th fret on the G string with his index finger, and hammers on the 6th fret on the G string. And you have to give this a good vibrato, this note. And then he kind of slaps the strings again like we did before. Now he doesn't do this. It's really loose. Then he plays his inversion of an E major chord, which is the 5th fret on the B string, the 4th fret on the G string, the 6th fret on the D string, and the low E string. And he also gives this a good vibrato. It's not that easy. You have to play around with that. Alright, let's check out the next section. Alright, coming from the section before, with his thumb, this is very important. It creates a smooth transition to the next part. He plays the low E string. Then again he does a little slap on the D string. It's kind of like the stop the strain technique, and slides with his ring finger from the 6th fret on the D string to the 11th fret. Like that. Followed by the 9th fret on the G string and the 9th fret on the E string. Then he does another slap. Again, the sliding double stops, followed by the 11th fret double stop and the 9th fret double stop. Then he does a slide alternative to the ending before. He again frets the 5th fret on the E string with his thumb. Then he frets with his index finger the 4th fret on the D and G string. Then hammers on the 6th fret on the D string. Then he plays the 4th fret on the D string and the G string together. Followed by the 7th fret here on the A string with his pinky. Again the 4th fret double stop. And then he plays all the 4 top strings. This little chord, it's an sus something chord, E major chord. It's the 7th fret on the A string and the 4th fret barred on the 4th fret on the D string and G string, and the low E string. Like that. Alright, let's check out the next section. Alright, the next section, this is very hard. He plays the 9th fret on the G string, the B string and the E string. And then he does a slide down with his ring finger on the G string from the 12th fret to the 11th fret. And pulls off to the 9th fret. Depending on the length of your fingers, this can be a really easy or difficult lick. Then followed by the 11th fret on the D string and the A string. Then you play an octave, you play the 9th fret on the E string and the 11th fret on the D string. Sorry. Again the 9th fret. Followed by the 9th fret double stop on the G and B string. Then there comes a raking lick. He plays it with his ring finger on the B string on the 12th fret. You slide from 12th fret to the 14th fret. Like this, you then slide from the 11th fret to the 13th fret. And you can really hear the string noise because it mutes the E string and the B string. He slides back from the 13th fret to the 11th fret and pulls off to the 9th fret. Like this. Then he does essentially the same thing on the A string on the 9th fret. He plays the 9th fret once just for itself. And here the same pattern. Then he plays the 5th fret with his thumb again for the E major chord. Then plays the 7th and 6th fret on the D string and G string. Like this. And then he does a normal inversion of an E major chord. Alright, let's check out the next section. Alright, the next section sounds like this. Now it starts out here with double stop on the B and the G string. It's the 10th fret and the 11th fret. You slide into the 12th and the 13th fret Then your index finger rakes through the E string and the B string and plays the 13th fret on the G string, slides down to the 11th fret and pulls off to the 9th fret. Like that. Followed by the 11th fret on the D string, then the root note on the E string with your thumb, followed by a C sharp minor triad. It's the 9th fret on the B string and the G string, and the 11th fret on the D string. Then again you play the root note with your thumb on the 9th fret on the E string. Like that. It's really silent. Then you play the double stop on the 9th fret on the G and B string, hammer onto the 11th fret and pull off back. It's really fast. You do this twice, and the second time it lands on the 11th fret on the D string. Then you play double stop on the 9th fret on the D and G string, and hammer onto the 11th fret, and then give this note a good vibrato. Like this. Followed by the 9th fret on the A string and the 12th fret on the E string. You play this one with your pinky. And then he ends the lick with the thumb on the 5th fret on the E string, followed by the 7th fret and the 6th fret on the D and G string, followed by the 7th fret on the D string, the 6th fret on the G string and the 5th fret on the B string, and then his inversion of an E major chord, which we had before. Alright, let's check out the next section. Alright, coming out of the section before. Now he pulls out the pick he's been holding in his hands, between his index finger and his middle finger. You have to really practice this by itself. Then he kind of slaps the strings. Then he pre-bends the 11th fret, a half fret, 1 fret, sorry. Followed by the 11th fret twice on the G string. Then he pre-bends the 11th fret again, but he drags it down, lets it go down. Then he plays the 9th fret on the E string, followed by the 9th fret on the G string. Again the root note on the bass, and again the root note on the G string, the 9th fret here. And he gives this last one a good vibrato, like this. And then he slides again with the double stops on the B and G string, on the 10th and the 11th fret until the 12th and 13th fret. Sorry. Like this. Then he slides with his ring finger from the 9th fret on the A string to the 11th fret. Followed by a hammer on from this double stop here on the 9th fret, the D string and the G string to the 11th fret. Followed by a slide in from the 9th fret to 11th fret on the D string. Followed by the double stop on the 9th fret here on the G string and the B string. Then he plays the A major chord he always does with his thumb. He had the 5th fret on the E string, and the 7th fret on the D string, the 6th fret on the G string, and the 5th fret on the B string. Gives this a good vibrato. Then he adds his pinky for the 9th on the scale. And then he slides on the 7th fret on the D string and the B string to the 9th fret. again ends it with the E major chord. Alright, let's check out the next section.
Nice.
Alright, for the next section he plays a double stop at the 12th fret on the E string or B string, and hammers on the 14th fret on B string, and then back. Then he plays a double stop on the 12th fret on B string and 13th fret on the G string, the 11th fret on the G string, and then he hammers on the 13th fret. Then with his index finger he slides down from the 12th fret to the 11th fret on G string, followed by a 14th fret with his ring finger on the D string, and then he slides with his index finger from the 11th fret on the D string to the 9th fret. He does this really fast, like this. Then he plays with his thumb again the 9th fret on the E string, and does a little slap. And then he ends the whole intro with a rake down to the 12th fret on the E string, and gives this a good vibrato, very good vibrato, like this. Then he does a reverse rake from the 12th fret on to the 11th fret on the G string, followed by the 9th fret. He does the same, then again from the 11th fret on the A string to the 9th fret, then plays the 7th fret, sorry, like this. Followed by the slide down from the 9th fret to the 7th fret on the E string, then to the 5th fret, followed by the 3rd fret, then he, with his index finger, pulls off from the 2nd fret on the E string to the E note. It's a pull off from the 2nd fret to the open E string, like this. And then again he ends it with his A major chord and the E major chord in that. Alright guys, I hope this was helpful. It's a really complicated intro to play, but I think it shows a lot of mannerisms that John Mayer uses. And yeah, if you have any questions, leave a comment, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.